Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Carson, and this video we are doing my March bullet journal theme. I know this video is going to go up late in March. I was trying to get it up sooner, but I couldn't get time to do the voiceover for it, and it took me a little bit to finish the theme because I was doing other things. So I tried getting the theme done as quick as possible, at least in one day for filming wise, and there is going to be a couple parts where I didn't get to finish it just when I wanted to, and it took me a little bit. It took me about a couple weeks to still finish, and I'm still working in it, and I didn't want to wait any longer because I wanted to try to film it and show you guys that the finish before I started writing in it, on my daily stuff. But then I didn't really get to, so I just showed you guys basically later on the video majority of what it's going to look like, and probably when I film my April one for next month, which will be very soon, I will probably show you the end result, but probably cover up a little bit of the things for this month of March. So the theme that I went with, I kind of wanted to do dark academia because I've been doing that a few times in my journal, and I really like doing that theme. Hence the letters with the little wax stamp and the little stamps that I just drew. But right now, what I'm doing is there was a theme that I saw on Pinterest. I can't remember exactly who made it. I think it was a reposting of the original one, so I don't really know what the original poster's handle was, because if I did, I would definitely shout them out. But they did basically kind of like a blue celestial theme for one of their months, and I thought it was really, really cool looking, and I was like, ooh, let me try that. But then I couldn't think between if I wanted to do that or I wanted to do dark academia, or one or the other, and I was like, you know what, let's just combine it. Let's just make it dark academia and celestial, because why not, And so right now I am coloring in the clowns, the blue tone clowns. That was similar. I might end up popping up what it kind of looked like in the corner, so you guys understand why I'm drawing it the way I am. And yeah, I liked how it kind of turned out. I probably could have done a little bit differently, but it was the first time doing shapes like that, and I'm using the Crayola Super Tip markers, and this is the first time I'm actually using it in my journal, because most of the time when I'm doing it, I'm either using Tombows or the Artist Loft version of Tombows. That's usually the markers I've been using for when I do bullet journaling, because obviously everybody uses those and say they're wonderful, and I do love Tombows, especially for when I'm doing the headers of the month and any of the headers throughout the journal itself. But yeah, right now I'm just coloring in the stamps. I thought might as well use a Lily of the Valley and make it like, something that the stamps would look like, really, if they were real, because there are flower themed stamp packs I've seen. And right now I'm drawing a little cup of coffee with a bunch of whipped cream on the top, and for that stamp I thought, since I colored it blue, I didn't really know what else to do in it, and so I was like, you know what, let's add little stars in it, just like what I'm gonna do for the bottom and the other parts of the blue on the page. And basically all I'm using is a Uniball silver pin And that's usually one of my favorite pens to do. I was going to use gold because gold is the one that they used on the original one, but my gold Uniball is running out and it's not lasting as long, so I have to go get another one. And when I was filming this, I wasn't able to go get it yet, so that's why I decided to just use silver, and I like silver more than gold normally. Right now I'm just outlining the whipped cream. I don't know why I made the whipped cream so large, but I still like it. So now I'm heading over to the calendar page. I don't end up finishing this just yet, just because I didn't sketch out the boxes for each and every day, and I didn't really know how I wanted it to look, so that's why I just was gonna put those two little things and then skip ahead. And so right now I am doing my tarot tracker. I do this every month just to see what might be happening throughout the month, because I do like doing tarot. I practice tarot and witchcraft in general, and so I always like to include the tarot of the month, and usually I'll do it before the month starts, which is what I did here, but adding the page itself I usually do after I already did my spread for my tarot cards, and then go ahead and put it in so I know how many cards I have to work with, because every month's different for the amount of cards I pull. And usually what I do afterwards is make the cards on the page into little boxes, and then later on, which is what I do, but not showing you guys, is that I will go back and write what the cards mean specifically. And I was flipping back and forth trying to remember how I normally word the header. I couldn't remember. I did mess up a little bit the way I did this one. I didn't mean to write it the way I did, but then it ended up being the way it was, so I was like, whatever, it's fine. I'll still roll with it. It'll still be okay. It still makes sense. And if you see there, that's basically how it looks normally whenever it's filled out completely. And for my angle, I know a lot of people do top down, right above the book, but when I was trying to film it that way, my camera was gonna fall over on top. It was getting top heavy, and it kept falling over, so I kind of had to just angle it the way it is off to the side. I am probably going to try for the next month to do a top down more slightly than this one was, but we'll see what works. And so what I just did was a habit tracker. I didn't completely fill it out. I still, even today, I haven't completely filled it out just yet, because I don't know exactly how I wanted to do the boxes and how many habit trackers I wanted. And so I kind of just left that how it is. And basically right now I'm doing my ideas page, which is something I write in every single month, that if I have an idea of something that I want to do, or something that I can get, or something, anything really, and I want to have a place to put it, so I write it on my ideas page. And then right now I'm doing my to-do page for all the things I want to get done in my personal life for the month. So I always normally keep those on the same pages, like next to each other. There are times where I will separate them, just because maybe I've done them together like that multiple months in a row, and I'm like, you know what, let's switch it up. But most of the time I do keep the ideas and the to-dos together. I might flip pages and put, to-dos on the left and ideas on the right, or like how I did with this one, ideas on the left and to-dos on the right. And now I'm just accenting with my Uniball to cohesively continue on with the theme. decider. I was flipping back because I wasn't completely sure what color to use. I was trying to decide on the color of what I should, because I'd never put two of the same color on pages back to back like that. So that's why I was trying to figure out, what color should I use that I haven't used yet. And then what I normally do, if I want to use a color again, I will use it on 2 to maybe 3 pages later, so it doesn't look like, it's the same color back to back to back to back. And I like how that usually goes, and it makes it look really nice. And now I'm doing my playlist of the month. So when I started doing bullet journaling, which this is the 3rd year of doing it, when I first started, I was doing playlists of like all the music and stuff that I was listening to, but I got in the habit of not really filling it out and not really listening to too much music, more podcasts than music. And so at least now, while I'm doing it, I will add any of the music that I do listen to, but I will add all the podcasts that I have listened to throughout the month, because that's predominantly what I've been listening to over the past couple years. And last year I didn't even worry with making a playlist page, because that's all I was listening to was either YouTube or podcasts while I was driving, and not really that much music. So yeah, I know the boxes look a little wonky. I was trying to do it quickly, but I'm completely happy with it. And every time I do the boxes for the playlist, I always want to add the pause, start, and stop buttons. I usually, like on last month's for February, I added the fast forward buttons as well, but this month I was like, you know what, let's just do pause, play, and start, and stop. Let's just only do those, because it'll look completely fine. It will still look fine to me, and I'll still be happy with it no matter what. So now I am going on to my flowing thoughts page. This is where basically throughout the whole entire month, if I feel like writing anything down that doesn't go in any of the other pages, and it's just like, it's basically like my brain dump page. I don't like the phrase brain dump. I know a lot of people use it, but me personally, and I know a lot of people that don't like using that as the phrase as well, just like me. So I had the idea to call it flowing thoughts instead of brain dump. And so whenever I make these pages, I usually just put flowing, or I'll put flowing thoughts. But when I put flowing, I know exactly what it is. And so for this page, I thought, let's bring back the blue. And I had an idea of using the blackout page and use it as a little name tag with the flowing. So I filled that out and cut it out and let it dry before I put it in. And right now I'm doing the future plans, future log, anything I want happening next month, April, May, June, next year even. Anything I feel like writing down that I want to happen in the future, that's normally where I write it. And yeah, so I wanted to make a little envelope to go with the Dark Academia theme as well. And then with this one, I am doing social plans, which is anything I'm posting on social media in general, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, what have you. Basically, this is where I write it for all of my socials. And so any goals too for socials, which, speaking of, one of them was to get 20 subscribers on my other channel, and I actually did that. So I was able to cross that off and check mark it, and I was very happy, and I was able to write the date that it happened the other day. And so just like that, that's kind of the things that I write on that page specifically. And so now, since I'm getting more through the pages, I'm going to add the wax seals. All I did was use double-sided sticky tape for scrapbooking and stuff to add it. I didn't want to add it too soon because of me working on the pages and stuff. I didn't want the interference of the wax seal to get in my way and make things look wonky, so that's why I waited. And here's a little flip through of when I got done that day of what it looked like. See, I was saying that it didn't really completely be finished, but that was okay. I was happy the way it turned out for that day. And now here is the finished result after taking a couple days of working on it off camera and stuff. I added shading, I added the calendar finally, and the blocks. It took me a little bit to figure out how I wanted to do the blocks. Still trying to figure out the habit tracker. And then I also added my weeks of writing down what happens during those weeks, and I've been doing that for the past couple. And so I hope you guys enjoy this.